Every deal, every relationship, every follow-up, it all lives within your inbox. But if those conversations aren't making it into NetSuite, your team is working with an incomplete picture. ExtendSync bridges that gap. It connects Outlook directly to NetSuite, so emails, calendar events, and files will flow into the right records automatically without interrupting how your team already works. So let me walk you through exactly how it works. Let's start with the core use case, getting emails into NetSuite from our inbox. I have an email here that needs to be recorded on a NetSuite record. I'll click Suggest Related Records. ExtendSync instantly scans the email addresses in the thread and pulls up the matching NetSuite records. No searching and no copy pasting. If the subject line contains a transaction number with at least 4 digits, that record surfaces automatically. So for sales and the operation team, this means every client interaction is captured and visible across the organization, and it's not going to be siloed within one person's inbox. And here's where it gets very powerful. What if you didn't have to think about syncing at all? That's Autopilot. This feature is available for enterprise users, and it's exactly what it sounds like. Once it's configured, your emails will sync into the NetSuite record on their own. And within Autopilot, there's going to be 2 different modes to choose from. The first mode is going to be the to, from, and CC, which will allow you to sync based on who is on the email. So any future emails involving that particular contact will get captured automatically. And the second mode is going to be the thread autopilot. So this will allow you to sync every reply within the specific conversation thread to the record you have chosen. So now let's showcase a real world example. I've just closed a deal with David at Happy House. The back and forth covered product questions, pricing, and final approval of sales order SO10045. Now that we're moving forward into onboarding, I want every future reply in this thread automatically logged against the right records. No manual syncing required. I'll activate Autopilot, select Thread Autopilot, and link it to David Miles' contact record and the Happy House customer record in NetSuite. Then I will hit Start Autopilot. Watch what happens. I start the autopilot and then I send a reply to David's questions. My reply will sync with the contact and customer record for Happy House. And when David replies, the email reply will sync to those records as well. For sales team managing multiple accounts, this is a big game changer. Every touch point is logged, every conversation is visible to the whole team, and nothing falls through the cracks. To disable at any point, just return to the thread and select Cancel Autopilot. Sometimes Autopilot isn't always the right fit, and that's fine. For emails you want to handle on a case-by-case basis, the one-time sync gives you full control. So here's a great example. David Miles from Happy House has just replied to the signed order form for sales orders SO10045. This is a one-time email that I need on record. The signed document is a proof of approval and must be attached directly to the sales order in NetSuite for compliance and record keeping. I'm on the one-time tab and I'll scroll down and select sales order SO10045 as the destination record. I'll check the box next to the signed order form attachment to include it and click Associate Email. Done. The email and the signed document are now permanently on the sales order record in NetSuite. Simple, clean, and no overhead. So now let's transition to record management. When it comes to record management, your team shouldn't have to jump between tools to keep NetSuite up to date. With ExtendSync, you can create, edit, and view records without ever leaving Outlook. The plus button at the top lets you create a new record on the spot. Say I get an email from someone who isn't in the system yet, I can create their contact record right within ExtendSync. Need to update an existing record? Hover over the contact's name, hit the pencil icon, make your changes, and click Save Record. The record reflects the latest information instantly, no toggling tabs, no duplicate entries. For sales and operation, context is everything. ExtendSync gives you 2 ways to get a full picture of any account or contact. The first option is to open the record and click View and this will show the email message and attachments. Click on View History. Every email synced to that record appears on one single page. Another option is to use the dashboard timeline view to see all your activity across a customer, lead, or prospect at a glance. And if we actually scroll through, you can see the email messages and sales orders associated to this customer for Happy House. So whether you're prepping for a call or handing off an account, the full story is right there on the record. Your team isn't always at a desk. ExtendSync works on Outlook Mobile as well. Open the email, tap the three dots, select ExtendSync, and you can get the same contextual record matching based on the sender and the recipient. I'll attach this email to David's contact record in a couple taps. Same workflow, same result from anywhere. Meetings are a part of the sales process as well. And with ExtendSync, Calendar Sync works both ways, from Outlook to NetSuite and from NetSuite back to Outlook. So let's start with Outlook to NetSuite. Say I want to schedule an onboarding kickoff with David at Happy House. I draft the event in Outlook, add David as an attendee, save it, and send the invite. ExtendSync automatically logs the event in the activity section under the communication tab on Happy House customer record in NetSuite. So the entire team has visibility on the scheduled touchpoint, not just myself. Now the other direction, NetSuite to Outlook, if an event is created or edited directly in NetSuite, ExtendSync can sync it back to Outlook so it appears on my calendar automatically. And as you can see, no double entries or missed meetings. Whether your team works out of Outlook or NetSuite, everyone stays in the loop. So now let's talk about documents. And this is where ExtendSync takes things to the next level with ExtendDocs. Traditionally, managing files against NetSuite record has meant uploading documents to the NetSuite file cabinet, which consumes storage and requires manual organization. ExtendDoc eliminates that entirely by automatically creating a dedicated SharePoint or OneDrive folder for the moment a NetSuite record is created or edited. No manual setup, no folder naming, no hunting for the right location. It just happens. And as you can see, I'm on the Happy House customer record, and I'll open up the CloudExtend file tab. Because ExtendDocs is configured, a SharePoint folder was automatically provisioned for this account when the record was created or edited. All files related to Happy House lives here: contracts, signed order forms, correspondence, stored in SharePoint and OneDrive and not in the NetSuite file cabinet. That means no NetSuite storage costs and no storage limits to worry about. Alternatively, there are 3 manual ways to work with files. The first one is the search. You can find your files by name directly in the search bar within that CloudExtend file tab. The second option is to upload and attach, which is to allow you to drag and drop your files or upload from your desktop, and it goes straight into auto-created folder. The third option is going to be attached from OneDrive. So what you're going to do is you're going to browse your SharePoint or OneDrive library and link your files directly to the record. Because these are all links, not copies, they don't consume any NetSuite storage. Access is governed by ExtendSync licensing and your existing SharePoint and OneDrive permissions. So your security model stays fully intact. You can even save email attachments directly from your inbox to the right folder. So when David sends over the signed order form, it goes straight into the Happy House SharePoint folder and is immediately visible in NetSuite. For sales and ops team, the biggest risk isn't losing a deal. It's losing the context around it. ExtendSync makes sure that never happens. Every email logged, every event tracked, every file linked. All of it in NetSuite with minimal effort and maximum visibility.